The reigning NBA Rookie of the Year and the love of many of you, basketball-wise, Kyrie Irving held a basketball camp for youngsters this weekend at Avon Lake High School over far west side of the city. Our Will Ujek was there to capture Irving with the kids. Tell us about it, Will. How did it flow for Kyrie?
Kyrie, you're coming into your first full season in the NBA. Last season was kind of shorted because of the lockout and stuff, and you were kind of warning some rookies about Coach Scott.
Yeah.
But I have to ask you, are you ready for Coach Scott? Because this will be your first kind of full Coach Scott or Camp Scott that you're going to get.
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm in a good place. With the exception of the injury, I'm gonna come to training camp as best shape as I can, and that's all you can do is prepare. Like I said, you don't really know how hard Coach Scott's camp is until you actually go through it. So it's an experience in itself.
And you talked about your injury to your hand. How is that coming along, and when do you expect to be back full strength?
It's coming along really well. I had surgery about going on a month ago. It's kind of crazy how time has flown. Right now it's just about rehabbing and just getting my hand right and getting my strength back in my hand, and then we go back to on-court stuff.
We talk about you warning these rookies about Camp Scott. We're talking about Waiters and Zeller, a couple high draft picks, much like you and Thompson. What are you looking forward to most about these guys coming in? What do they bring to this team that maybe they were lacking last year?
Just to see our chemistry. It's a totally different team. We've lost pieces and we've gained pieces, so it'll be interesting to see how our team, develops this year.
Had a great season last year, won Rookie of the Year honors. What did that award mean to you?
It meant a lot, especially coming in as, not the most heralded #1 pick. I had a lot of doubters, and I wasn't even picked to be Rookie of the Year, and I was the #1 pick. It was just unheard of, and I just wanted to prove to people why I was who I was, and why I'm going to become who I'm going to become. So it'll be interesting, and winning Rookie of the Year just added on to that.
And people have heard of Kyrie Irving before that, but now, after a season under your belt, Rookie of the Year honors, names out there a little more, getting a lot more interviews. And one of them, you were talking about your love of musicals.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Just my inner, my eclectic taste in music, and just listening to different genres. It really started when I was a kid. Growing up, when my dad played everything in the house. So, and then as I got older, I went to 2 different high schools. So I had 2 different atmospheres. I went to a predominantly, Caucasian school where I was just listening to, totally different. I listened to rock and pop and all that. Then I went to St. Patrick's, which everybody knows is not in the best neighborhood. So I was around, rap music all the time. So just coming up, it was just crazy how I had 2 different genres of music, and I was around 2 different genres of people in all races. It's great.
And they had you do a rendition of Danny Zuko's Summer Nights. Care to give us a taste, or
no,
acapella's a little rough?
No, I haven't warmed up yet today.
What is your favorite musical?
My favorite music is Rent.
Is it Rent? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're out here now, and as we said, you've only had 1 season with the Cavs. This will be your second. You're already giving back again to the kids in and around Cleveland. A lot of kids out here. You had to move to a bigger complex this year to fit them all.
Yeah, no, it's truly a blessing to see this many kids out here, and see all the smiles on their faces, and then most importantly, see my last name on the shirt. I carry my family name, and most important thing, I want these kids to grasp the idea is that there's more than basketball in life, and I'm going to talk about it at the end of camp. It's just, everybody wants to make it to the NBA, but you also have to have things to fall back on, and you want to be successful in life, not more or less basketball. Everybody puts basketball in forefront of their mind, and that's not how life is. It's really not reality. You have to face reality, and you dedicate yourself to what you want to do, but at the end of the day, everybody can't do the same thing. So just, they have to win at life first.
All right, thanks a lot. Kyrie Irving suiting up for the Cavaliers. Point guard, last year's Rookie of the Year, will be on the floor again this season.